Okay, this is Mr. Greg. This is the front side of the Venn diagram. I really like this thing. It's easy to see, and you can see what everything is just as you look down into it. So it starts off, you can pause the video right now and just copy in, please, all of these names and all of these shapes. So copy in all these names and all these shapes onto yours, and then unpause it when you are ready to go. Okay, picking it up right here. So you should have all this filled in. We are going to start with quadrilateral because that's right here on top. Everything on here is a quadrilateral. That just has four sides. So all of these are quadrilaterals. It has four sides. Then I'm going to move over to the oddball one, which is kind of the trapezoid. It doesn't fit in with these other four. The reason it doesn't fit is because the trapezoid just has one pair parallel. And in this particular trapezoid that you have on your picture, if you would please just mark the top and bottom as parallel. They would both go on forever and never touch, but the left and right, which are called the legs of the trapezoid, are going to touch. So this is just one pair of parallel lines. So coming over here, trapezoid's kind of separate. They're all quadrilaterals. The parallelogram is two pairs of parallel lines. So down here, two pair parallel lines. And then if you just mark them up on here, the top would keep going, bottom would keep going. Left and right, I'm going to put two on here just to show they're different, but they are also parallel because they would never touch. That is a parallelogram, two pair of parallel lines. One other thing about a parallelogram, I'm not going to write it on here, but opposite angles. So this guy up here and this guy right here are equal, and this angle, this acute angle, and this acute angle down here are equal. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow. Okay, looking down from here, we have rectangle, square, and rhombus left. Let's start right here with rectangle. So a rectangle, one of the things, you can see right away that it has four right angles. So four right angles. Also about a rectangle, opposite oh, there it is. Opposite sides equal and parallel. So opposite sides are both equal and parallel for a rectangle. To draw it on here, this one equals this one, and they're parallel. So one mark and one little caret for parallel. Two parallel lines on this part and two marks. Shows that these two are equal, and these two are parallel. That is a rectangle. So rectangle is a parallelogram. They're all quadrilaterals. Let's go over here to rhombus and do it quickly. A rhombus is unique and different from a rectangle in the way that four congruent sides. So a rhombus also has the two pair parallel lines like the parallelogram, but has four congruent sides. So on a rhombus, you can just put one mark on each one because all four sides are the same. Top and bottom are parallel, left and right are parallel. Yeah. Okay, last one is the square. I'm going to switch to green here. The square is a lot of things. So it is a quadrilateral. It is a parallelogram. A square is a rectangle, and a square is a rhombus. That's why it's all the way in the middle here. A rhombus is a parallelogram and a quadrilateral. That's how you read this thing. So a square has a lot going on. We are going to start with right angles. So very much like the rectangle, four right angles. It also has four congruent sides. So it's kind of a combination of these two. Then when you mark, you just have to put a 1 in each one because all the sides are equal. We're going to mark here that these two are parallel. They go on forever and never touch. And then mark over here that these two, left and right, are parallel and go on forever and never touch. This is your quadrilateral Venn diagram. So you can tell very easily what everything is. A rectangle is a parallelogram, and they're all quadrilaterals. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral, but that's it. A square